Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Murder by Numbers here on the channel, where right into it, we're getting into Puzzle Start. So let's see if we can't find anything that would be maximum here. I'm pretty sure 2, blank 1, blank 5 is 100% clear. Look at that, we already got a full line. Look at that, we're so good, we already get a full line, man. We already get a full line, it's so dope, it's so fresh, it's so clean. Right out of the gate, man. And this is 3 blank 4, which will not reach at all. So at least we've got one good starting point for sure. So we know this has to be 3, which means from here it could be 1, 2, 3, or it could be 1, 2, 3. So we know that this has to be at least another one, whether or not we start. So these are suspect, but these two are for sure good. Because if this is the end of it, that means that one's good, and if this is the middle of it, that means that one's good. So that's good, which means this is also going to be probably a blank, or it couldn't be. Who knows? But let's see, 3 blank 4. Let's see if we can discern any other clues. 1 blank 4, which means we know this has to be 4, just like that, as we keep creeping on. So this is 2 blank 4. This is 1 blank 5 as well. This is also 1 blank 5. If I could venture a guess, but let's see. So 1, 2. Let's actually start with these here. So if we could go 2 to 4. So this would be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. But here's the thing, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the max it could be, or this is the max it could be. But either way, this is still also filled in, and these are suspect. This would also, I believe, be like this. And then these would be suspect. And then the same thing would be here, like so. And this would be 1 blank 1 blank 4. Now here's the thing, if this is suspect, right? And we already have the fact that we know that this needs to be 4, but this could also, that could also be a blank, right? That could be a blank and this could be 4 over here. So that's also got to be suspect. I hate it. I hate how there's always gotta be a suspect. But I could glance that from here, this is 1 blank 4, that this is probably also a blank, because there's nothing that can be here, and this has to be perfect. So this is 1 blank 4, and this is a 2, that could still also be blank, but we could discern that is also a thing that could happen. So this one has 4 solid in it only, which means from here it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, or it could be from here, or from here 1, 2, 3, 4, or from here 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see how we do this again. So from here, if this is the end, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the maximum it could be up, right? But then if we're going to take this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the maximum it could be up. And then from there, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. So if this was the end, that means it could reach up to here. But if this was the end, that means it could reach up to here. And if this is the end, it means it would reach up to here. So these two are confirmed. Those two are confirmed, right? And then these would be suspect. These 3 here would be suspect. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one can't be it. Sorry, I went 1 too far up. I went 1 too far up, and now my plans of ruling the world are booted on. So 1, 2, and then 3 blank. But this means that this all here is all scratch. All es no bueno. Which is not how you say it, but I love saying it that way because reasons. So let's see, this has to be connected. 3 blank 1, 3 blank 2. I'm going to venture a guess and say that this is how this is supposed to be, because there's a blank 3 there, right? And this is 3 blank 1, and this is 2 blank 1, and that's going to be 4, which means that's going to be it. I'm going to venture a guess that that's going to be that. Then if this is 3 blank 2, that has to be fit in, which means by process of elimination, this has to be the 4, which means that's blank, which means that's the 3, which means that's blank. Hoo-giddy goo, 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 goo-giddy goo, which means that's also blank, which means this is 4 here, which means that's a blank, which means that's there, which means that's a blank, and we're solving it, baby. We're doing it, Daniel. Right, which means that's also a blank, which means the 1 could be here or here. Right, the 2 could be here or here. But what I'm going to say is it's not going to be here or here. And in fact, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 here. because that has to have a 4, and those would match up perfectly. It would be so perfect if you would join me for a delicatessen sandwich. And this is all blank here. This is all suspect. These are all suspect as well. This is all suspect. 1 blank 3. This has to be blank, which means it could be here or here. 1 blank 1. I'm probably going to assume it's probably going to be there, but I don't want to assume anything. That has to be a blank, and that also has to be a blank. This also has to be a blank for sure as well, which means this is 3. Those are suspect. 1 blank 3 blank 2. Now that we have that, we know that that's a thing, which means this is all blankaroonied, which means that's there, and that's blankaroonied, and this can't be it, which means the 1 could be up here or somewhere else. We don't know quite yet, but we've blankaroonied so much of this, and we can go 3 blank there, which means this has to be a blank, and this also has to be a blank, which means that has to be a blank as well, and then this has to be the 2, which means blankaroony, blankaroony, and then the 2 here. These all have 1, right? So there has to be 1 in each of these, and then a 1 in this. So I'm thinking... Blam? Oh, we did it! What's that? Badge? Police badge? Hip flask. I was gonna say it's probably something to alcohol, but... Is it a badge? Badge. Is it a badge? Badger. 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 Is it badge? Let's find out what we get from this hip flask. That was a good puzzle. I like when they give me like a nice solid foundation to work from, you know? It makes me feel good about myself. Yeah. This smells just like the whiskey we found in Dick's dressing room. Do you think this was his hip flask? If it was, how did it get out here? Maybe somebody was trying to scrub the crime scene. Hey, Ryan, do you have a fingerprint kit on you, bud? Present evidence. Have I shown you the celeb life yet? Oh, yeah, no. According to that magazine article, blah, blah, blah. Hip flask. Get that away from me. Damn it, Honor. You know I can't stand the smell of whiskey. Why not? That's not... The week before we got married, he got wasted and crashed his dad's yacht into the San Diego pier. I don't know what was worse, the broken arm or the 3-day hangover. Man, drink water. Hangovers are just dehydration, dog. Drink water. Thanks for reminding me. Robot dickhead. Alright, so... I have presented him the evidence. Here, actually, we go here, and we can probably just slap a save real quick. I'm feeling a little paranoid for some reason, so I'm going to slap a save. You know me, I'm a savey boy, I like to save. But from here on out, we can't investigate more, and there's really nothing else to question him on, so... Should we head backstage, maybe? Oh, no, we are backstage. Perhaps maybe back to the dressing room? To give this to... Boyle McBoyerson? Yeah, because I've presented him with everything, so he... I don't know why he's still hanging around. I thought we were going to find Detective Cross and then, like, hand him the flask and tell him, like, hey, this might be evidence. All the people are gone. What if the killer got away? Not everyone. Bobby and Kathleen are over there. I guess the cops are focusing on anyone with a direct connection to Dick. That'd be every man in the audience. It's not going to stop. Let's talk to Kathleen first. Why not? I like her red blazer, and she... I don't know. This guy looks too hip to be guilty. Like, he looks like he's from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And, you know, he's got that Will Smith going on a little bit there with the jacket. And I don't think Will Smith ever wore that style, actually, now that I think about it. Odd. My memory of the 90s is fuzzy because I was but not even a teenager. Oh, I forget what voice I gave Kathleen, but it was probably like, I hear you're investigating what happened to Dick. I wish you the best of luck. Dick was strangled. I guess you've heard by now. Dick was strangled. Oh, God, please, don't tell me anymore. I can hardly bear to think about it. How long did you work together? Oh, many years. I've heard people say it's hard to imagine there was a time before I was on the show. You weren't there from the start? I didn't join until the second season. They wanted someone who could attract more viewers. Yeah, I get it. You know, we want to have it the sexy time, because an old man ain't gonna pull in no sexy times. Unless it's like John Clooney or Ryan Reynolds ain't old yet, but he gonna be there, and he's still gonna be sexy times. So you should have seen the outfits they tried to squeeze me into. Hardly more than swimsuits some days. That's terrible. That's television, but I stood my ground. I like to think I made a difference. How was your relationship with Dick? Oh, we got on just fine. Really? When we met, he was kind of an ass. This is Hollywood. Everyone has their problems, but I'm a professional, and people who complain get a reputation. Besides, no one wants to hear about backstage drama. They'd rather just relax and enjoy the show. Although I don't think anyone was expecting the show they saw tonight. Do you know Ryan Blackstock? He was on stage earlier. You mean tall, blonde, and handsome? I was wondering who that was. Funniest thing, I saw him with Dick earlier today. They were getting lunch at Dylan's on Fairfax. Lunch? Why would Ryan be getting lunch with Dick Stanford? Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever it wasn't going very well. Seemed like they were arguing. I wish I could tell you more, but I was in a cab at the time. I only caught a glimpse. You don't think it could be related to what happened to Dick, do you? Maybe. What do you know about Senor Bobby? What do you know about Bobby Price? He's talented, but he's got big shoes to fill if he wants to keep hosting Back Talk. He doesn't seem to be much of a fan of Dick. I mean, we're not just going to assume people's sexual orientation, are we? They never saw eye to eye. Dick hated having his show taken away from him, and Bobby hated working in Dick's shadow. Hated it enough to kill Dick? Bobby is young, ambitious, and impulsive, but more than that, I can't say. Present evidence. Want to see my locket? Why are you showing me that? I was so pleased when I found out they wanted to give Dick his award. I'd been waiting for a moment like this for a long time. Now it's all over and nothing will ever be the same again. A clip-on bow tie? Dick used to hate those things. Funny, isn't it? It can be so hard to remember these things while someone's alive, but after they're gone, even the smallest detail seems unforgettable. Why are you showing me that? Why are you showing me that? Why are you showing me that? Have you seen this article about Dick and celeb life? Of course! Dick was very proud of his front page billing. I'm guessing he was less happy when he saw how the article ended. Something about rumors? We're still missing that part of the article. Let me guess, the entire last page was torn out? Dick did that to every copy he could get his hands on. He never could take criticism very well. Personally, I think it's good that these magazines do a little digging occasionally. Call it investigative journalism if you like. So you think there's some truth to the rumors they printed? Can you tell us more about what they were? Oh, of course, now she's got to go. Bye! Sorry, I'd love to talk, but I have to take this. That's code for, I need to get the hell out of here. Let's see if we can't press her about the very last thing, the hip flask. Does this belong to Dick? I don't think so. But you saw what he was like on stage tonight, drunk as a sailor. Is there a chance the hip flask belongs to anyone else? We should investigate every possibility. Well, it could be Bobby's. I've heard he started drinking to cope with the stress. The production team aren't happy. Imagine going through all the trouble of rebooting a talk show just for the new host to get carted off to rehab. Would make sense. Has a drinking problem, does he? He'll deny it, I'm sure, but I've heard plenty of stories. A way to calm his nerves, I suppose. What do you think he's nervous about? Oh, the usual. His performance, his ratings, Dick giving him a hard time. And now a murder, too. It's no wonder the poor kid has issues. It's like they purposefully wrote in all these things about Dick Stanford just to be jokes about genitalia. It's like they knew I'd be playing this game, and that they knew that I'd have a mentality of a 5-year-old and be like, hee, penis. We didn't give Bobby... Did we give Bobby a voice? What? I just love that clip of... not Fresh Prince. I was going to say Fresh Prince, but I meant Will Smith from his... I think it's the YouTube Rewind where he's like, I love that clip of it. Just, It's great. It's my favorite. Oh, it's you. Sorry, this whole thing with Dick has got me kind of bugged. Is it true that what that guy said up on stage? You trying to find the killer? You trying to be the killer? Oh man, I'm trying to be the killer. Of course, man. I'm trying to kill all this stuff. Let's present all this. I don't know anything about that. Sorry. I don't know anything about that. Sorry. I don't know anything about that. Sorry. This was supposed to be Becky's acceptance speech for Best Actress. Becky? Who's that? Savage. Someone spilled whiskey in Dick's dressing room. Do you know anything about that? Whiskey? Must have been his. We found handprints on Dick's neck. Someone strangled him. Doesn't narrow it down much, does it? After all, everyone here has 2 hands. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I guess it was more delivered as supposed to be a joke. This is serious, Bobby. I know, I get nervous. Not because I'm guilty or anything, just the whole situation, dead bodies. The majority of people get nervous around dead people. You know, natural stuff. Have you read this Celeb Life article about Dick? No, seeing his photo on the front cover was enough to put me off. It says there were some rumors going around about Dick. Figures a lot of my crew worked on the old show with him. From what I hear, he wasn't exactly easy to work with. Anything bad enough that someone might have wanted to kill him? Sorry, I don't remember. Alright, what about the hip flask? Do you recognize this flask? Is it yours? Detectives always have them in the movies. I've never seen one in real life before. I don't drink. That's not what I've heard. Is it true that you drink when you're stressed? What? That's crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, I gotta take this phone call. In fact, I've seen Dick with a hip flask backstage. It's probably his. You saw how he acted on stage. The guy was drunk and an ass. I was gonna say drunk as an ass. I'm like, what phrasing is drunk as an ass? Alright, let's see. You and Dick didn't get along, huh? And when you left our table during the ceremony, you said you were going to give him a piece of your mind. That was just talk. Why would I pick a fight with Dick Stanford? If anything, he hated me for taking over his show. Do you know if anyone else wanted to hurt him? Probably a long list. He acts nice in public, but in real life, he's got a reputation. Quote unquote. Have you talked to Kathleen? She put up with his grumpy ass for years. Or how about that chick who started screaming about how she would have won Best Actress? That's Becky. We were just talking about her. Becky? Much as I may dislike her, she's not a killer. You sure about that? She looked crazy enough to do anything. Pretty cute, though. Let's see, I'm trying to find out what happened to Dick. Just like you did back at your TV studio. Oh, just like you did back at your TV studio. Damn, from playing a detective to being a real one. That's a wild career change. I'm not exactly a real detective. I'm just trying to help. Oh, for sure, that's cool. Yeah, but, crime scene tampering and all that. Wait, you don't think I did it, do you? I'm not like that. Why would I throw my whole career away just to murder some old guy who's probably going to die in like 2 years anyway? Did Kathleen not get along with Dick? They seemed kind of tense on stage. She had to work with Dick every day for almost 20 years. Forget tense, I'm surprised she's still sane. The girl who wanted to win Best Actress was Becky Call. She plays the lead in show Murder Mystery. Anytime English gets broken, you have to go with a weird Borat or somewhat Borat-esque accent. She plays the lead in very nice show Murder Mystery. Very nice. How much? I thought she looked familiar. She was pretty pissed about not getting that award. It was a big deal for her. I guess if anything could drive her to murder. People do crazy things sometimes. Makes mistakes in the heat of the moment. It doesn't make them a bad person. Hey, you friends with her? I'd love to get her number and to get her on Back Talk. I bet she's a great guest. That might actually help her out. I mean, moral quandary question of the day. If you were Honor in this situation and you clearly knew, you clearly had an instinct that Bobby was trying to, maybe take Becky on a date. Let's not imply any ne'er-do-wellian anything. He's just honest and just wants to get her number so he can give her a call, maybe take her out on a date. But maybe he also wants to get there's a chance that she could get on the talk show Back Talk, right? Would you, as Honor, give him the contact? I'd probably call her up and ask her first, but I'd be like, you might be able to get him Back Talk, Becky. This could be a good thing for you, kind of deal. I don't know. I think I would try and do something. I think I might call Becky first and be like, hey, Bex, Bobby's asking for your number. He's probably wants to take you on a date, but also mention something about Back Talk. Mind if I give your number to him? It could open some doors for you. Maybe get you next Best Actress next year, kind of deal. I don't know. I figured I'd probably throw her a bone. Maybe, help her get those contacts up, because networking is everything and TV time is good. You took over Back Talk, right? Is that when your problems with Dick started? Yeah, and that asshole knows how to hold a grudge. Dude hasn't let me live it down. I hadn't been on the air 10 minutes, he was already talking shit about me to the press. He's too flashy. He's ruined the show. Sure, we updated things a little, but come on, man, that set hadn't changed since 1979. Couldn't you just ignore him? Sure, but then the hate mail started coming in. He's got all these crazy fans. My ratings crashed. They're already talking about canceling the show. So your TV career was threatened by Dick. Would you say that made you angry? Well, yeah, but not like go choke an old man angry. But I wouldn't kill the guy over it. See? I've heard Dick was arguing with Ryan Blackstock earlier today. Do you know him? Know anything about that argument? Ryan who? Sorry, I don't know the guy. All right. And we've presented all evidence, yes? Okay. So we have talked to everyone, presented everything. So perhaps we take an investigatato? Perhaps maybe an investigations? There's usually something to investigate around here. I'm not getting any pips, though. There's some alcohols we probably have to get some pips on. But that could probably take up to, depending on the... Let's just check the length of the puzzle. Because if it's a 10 by 10... Oh, no, this is going to be massive, y'all. This is a 15 by 15, girl. Look at that. And this is 14 wide. Look at that. Bam, which means this and this. All right, so this is going to take a long time. A lot of deducing. A lot of heavy deducing, you know what I'm saying? So that would be, yeah, because if it started here, it'd be 5, 10, 13, and if it started there, it'd be 13. So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to fill those in, and then on the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to try and fill in this thing. Can we actually save it here? Oh, perfect, we can save. Oh, I didn't know you could save during puzzles. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Love it. Just as a precaution in case like dinner pops up or something and I want to go eat, you know, just so I can take a break from the episode, shut down the system, let it charge and whatnot, you know, as you do. That's how I lost the progress from last episode, if y'all remember. But yeah, so we're going to solve this puzzle in the next episode, and thank you all for joining me today, though, specifically. I do appreciate it. And until next time, please, take care, everybody.